today we are in Munchen, beautiful Munchen.
Yeah.
And we are visiting Schloss Nymphenberg.
Came all the way.
Specifically for this beautiful palace.
Yeah.
However, there's also a cEDH tournament, and not just any tournament. Very coincidentally,
we didn't know about that.
It's the European Championship going on tomorrow, as well as on Sunday, where they will crown the champion who has fought through many qualifiers to get here.
Yeah.
And what will they get once they are here? Why? Eternal glory, of course. 313 players have gathered here today, and they are ready to start their first match. And we are excited to see who will become the victor after these 7 matches today, and another cut to top 40 and cut to top 16, and finally 4 players will battle at the end of Sunday to see who is the European champion.
We are competitive, we are playing to win, but that does not mean we have to be douchebags about it. So feel free to display your best sportsmanship-like behavior and be nice to each other while smashing your heads figuratively in. That's enough for me talking. You're here for playing, so welcome to round 1. You may.
However, this was a turn 3 for me, so it was one of those games. Test interaction a little, and when I figured out there was none, I just went for it. I was expecting a 0-4 drop, and it's not happening.
It was a pretty funny round. We had 2 Rockos in the pod and a Balloon Man, and then Blue Farm Seed 4. And well, we did play the game. I think everybody had a turn 3, so in the end we just ended up drawing. There was no interaction left, nobody had anything to do. We just drew the game.
No, my turn 2 Italy attempt got countered. I was still hoping I would draw the Pyrokinesis, but then to maybe find a spot to propose a draw instead of to win the game myself. Yeah, I'm here with my father as well. He's also from the Netherlands, and yeah, I'm just hoping to have some fun.
Yeah, I see your father is still very deep into a game.
Yeah.
Let's hope he gets a better result than you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he was doing quite good, but they just played a Ranger Captain, so they might be in trouble.
I'm playing TNT, which is a very common turbo deck, I'm sure you're aware of. So anyway, I play all my mana out. We've got Blue Farm, Kinnan, and I'm like, this game's going long unless I do something. So I've mulled down to my turbo, and I've got all my mana on the board. And then I top deck a Voice of Victory after top decking a Flusterstorm, and I'm like, I'll play this Voice of Victory. I resolve Adnors, get everything into my hand. Isochron, Dramatic Reversal, infinite mana. There's a fish on Kinnan, Beseiju. They all gave up.
I was really lucky. I was on 4th seat, and I had a Thassa's Oracle clean win on turn 3. Sometimes Grixis gives you a win.
I believe you have the fastest win of the day, probably.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it was within 3 minutes. It was very, very quickly. So we were already almost either going fast or going to get stuck in the stacks meta. Take my turn, put my land on top with the Imp Seal, and then take the win.
So we tried to stop his win attempt by bouncing a Soul Ring for the pact negation, but he had a Rain of Filth in hand, sacked all his lands, played a Final Fortune, and then went off.
Ended in a draw. Classic cEDH game action. Sadly, actually, Iceland had no qualifier this turn, so I had to steal one of the invites from Belgium.
Well, they get more than enough.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
I played an event in Belgium that I ended up qualifying for, and through.
I had 3 really fun rounds. I'm only on 3 points, but I've been having fun. I'm playing Kinnan and then no bad cards Kinnan, to be specific.
There's always the worst card. What is the worst card in no bad cards Kinnan?
Chaos Cradle.
Chaos Cradle, wow, okay.
Yeah. I was really busy, really down also for the day, but everything is running. I'm happy.
How long would it take to get this road to Munich finally finished?
Oh, it took basically the whole season. We started like last year in November. We started getting shit done, visiting the venue, getting the golden tickets all the players received, and it's a work in progress, you know. It's like basically takes the whole year, and every day you have to invest like some kind of minutes at least, if not hours, and for sure the last weeks were more exhausting, and from the players for the players. I also do it like non-profit. I don't get any money from it. Like also the streamers here do, and most of the people, they're just here to make this event awesome, and I think that's really big because all of us are players and we just want to have a nice event. Like my two decks are Turbo. I play Roxai and Ral. I think it's also important for me as a leadership kind of person to play Turbo because you can't get really shady with that. You're just like, I win or I lose.
I love playing Turbo myself as well, and it's just like, well, here's my stuff, good luck. On the second day, the top 40 began. The matches were off-limit to spectators. They were held on the balcony and on the stage behind the curtain for the feature matches. Wolf led us up on the balcony where we could see the matches and talk to some of the winners. I've been hearing you getting talked up a lot here in the tournament hall as one of the best Roxai players in the world.
Oh, really?
How do you feel about that?
Oh, that feels great. Yeah, I am that guy, you know? The reason I won is I resolved the turn 1 Ristic of a Besieged Emir. Basically, make yourselves less threatening by allowing the player with interaction to take part of the process of tutoring and whatnot. So instead of going for a turn 1 Necro, I was like, okay, I'll just go for a turn 1 Ristic instead, you know? And then that resolved, and that allowed me to basically, push my way through in the end. So it ended up being a cool breach win. And it was a lot of interaction, but I got there in the end, so. That's what's so good about playing this deck. I've been playing it for a little bit over 3 years, and it's such a rewarding deck because the more time and effort you put into the deck, you really have to grind hard to do a lot of puzzles. You have to do a lot of gold fishing. You have to do a lot of testing, and because it's a very tight deck to play, so it's. I really enjoy the deck. I will never stop playing the deck. But I'm kind of scared of Tremnik. He's on a bad deck now, though, so I'll have a better chance of winning. But not a bad deck. It's a fun deck.
I went down to 3 in that first game, and I had nothing to do. There was a rock team player that went for a turn 2 win attempt, and so he then cast Flare of Duplication and tried to change the mode, which you cannot do. When he realized that, he was like, oh my god. And so he passed the turn, it got to me, I did nothing. And then there was a blue firm who cast Ad Nauseam. And so he went to 4 life. He had no way to convert all that mana into a win. So he was also ready for a remake. Well, the blue player was ahead, so he wouldn't like to do that. So we basically bullied him until he accepted to do the remake. So it gets to my turn. I realized I have enough mana to try and go for a win. And so I went for an Underworld Breach line. Even without Brain Freeze, I went create mana, I had Demonic Tutor, that's a Demonic. So GG's, guys. In the local meta in Barcelona, there's a lot of mid-range because Tremnik's there and he's teaching all of us how to play Blue Firm. And so for this big tournament, I had to go with Blue Firm, even if it's not the deck I enjoy the most, even if it's the most played deck in the format, it's boring, it's not original, but it wins a lot, and you have to take that into account for such a big tournament like this one. So that's what I did, and it went well for me, so yeah. I was not expecting this many turbo decks, because the meta I play in is very mid-range heavy, so I was a bit surprised at first, but then I was like, okay, this is actually kind of good. Being from a small town affected the way I got the preparation for this tournament, because I had a few people to play with, so I had to play here in Munich, try and get some games with the people from Barcelona that I was coming with, but they were like, "Oh, we've played all week. We don't want to play now." And I was like, "Oh no, but it's been a month for me since I last played. I'm not going to make like anything with the deck. I want to know how to play." But in the end, with the last chance event, I did manage to get some reps in, so it worked out for me.
And who is your commander?
Teferi, the mono blue one. Honestly, my odds are a bit low because I'm playing 4th seat and probably I will play 4th seat to the next game too. Tyon is playing first and it was very scary. All the players played very responsible, and then we could play the long game. Okay. Give me time to present a win, and fortunately for me, nobody has anything. One piece of interaction only. The greatest thing of this game, I don't need to cast my commander, so I won even without my commander. It was really fun. I hate blue farm decks. On this table is 2 blue farms. All the pods are 1, 2 blue farms. Is my nemesis deck. I hate this deck, and everybody plays it.
You've been in the basement all day selling tokens.
Since I started to make tokens in the last 2 years, I kind of stopped to play. Just I kind of stopped to run in big tournaments. But I'm living in this different way that is, for me, the best, because you never argue with no one, and just you heard out people. You understand to play Magic all the time because they talk to you why they are buying some stuff and praising. Just they are liking what I'm doing. That it starts for fun, for random. I don't know. That was the really meaning, but another way just to tell something of yourself to people, just like the game. Like for me, it's everything about communicate with people. It's game, or by cards, by tokens, by everything. I play Magic since I was 7. And I will say to all people in Italy that they don't really understand how it's possible that cEDH have this so beautiful community. We are a big family, exactly. Because we are growing this together. I'm not sure what to hope if cEDH to be a wizard thing or just remember a sport thing. I don't know what it is.
Absolutely.
It's this, and it's beautiful. I always say it's played by arms, not by cards.
By arms and not by cards.
So we are not calling us cEDH Rome, but cEDH Italy, because we are growing up with everyone in Italy. And now each year the number of cEDH players in Italy is doubling.
How many players are you at right now?
I have counted something like 300 and a half or 400. But I have also a podcast. I'm speaking to new players who want to go in cEDH. The really issues is not about the people that want to help other people. It's where. A lot of people in small towns, and it's difficult to have time. And I think also they prefer to do it in real life, not online. In other formats, we are used to live Magic weekly, not just in big tournaments. So my work in Italy will be to let new league, to open a weekly league where new people can come. In our league, new players doesn't pay. So they can try the formats and we speak with people.
On the second day, a redemption event was held for the people who were not able to make top 40 in the main event. Ruben, who was playing Rocco, we talked to him earlier, made the top 4 of that event. If you didn't want to join the tournament, the venue was still open for pickup games, cEDH with your friends, and even a 10-man cube draw.
Well, it was unexpectedly fast. Like, I had the slowest deck. I had 2 Timnock Rounds in my pod and a Kinnan. Turn 3, I drew a Cradle, so I played my creatures, and then they crack a Ranger because they thought I might need something else, but I just have infinite mana, Thrasios. I had to call a judge to make sure, because if I discard my commander at the discard step, it gives him another round of priority, so I can remove the silence from the Ranger and win with Fairy Mastermind and Green Sun Zenith, basically. I was thinking about playing my favorite deck, Kadena, but for a fast meta like this, it's not gonna work. Like, it's a control deck, that's not gonna really do it. And this is like, playing Cradle is probably my favorite thing to do. So,
what made you decide to go with the Yoshi variant of the Cradle farm decks?
I don't like red. Red is too, what's the word? it's not very consistent. I like consistency. And white gives you like 3 or 4 cards that are really good, like Wargate, like Esper Ranger. You can play Hidden Strings, which is one of my favorite cards. You play Yoshi, turn 2, you play Hidden Strings, untap your lands, play Thrasios, attack with Yoshi, untap 2 lands. It's just, like, Yoshi gives you a lot of things, a bit slower, but more consistent.
No fun.
I hate Breach. I will never play Breach.
Never Breach.
I
Never
hate
Breach.
that card, so red is out of my...
This is the hero from Holland who has not only reached the top of the Swiss standings, which gave him a buy into the top 16. He won his top 16 round and he's now looking forward to winning top 4 as well. How are you feeling, Will?
Pretty gobsmacked. I didn't expect a single win, actually. I haven't been performing really well in tournaments in the Netherlands. I've never won this many games on a tournament before.
What made you choose Thrasios and File Smasher?
It gives you access to all the best win conditions in the format, Underworld Breach and Thassa's Oracle. It gives you a ton of extra mana, and you have a slight brewer's advantage. There are multiple different lists running around for this commander pairing.
I believe you also met a fellow File Smasher player in the top 16.
Yes, correct. She did her research and she could tell me stuff about my list. Apparently we had a 18 card difference. Which is, for the same commander on this level, is a huge number.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a lot of discussion to be had what those 18 cards should be.
The other Thrasios File Smasher player presented a clear win. I had the only piece of interaction on the entire table at that point. I backed it there, knowing that if I don't, I lose anyway. If my other 2 players, they both agreed to play through a restart. And after that, it was luck. I packed it, I died, I couldn't talk anymore or politic. They managed to get there, and in the restart, seeding is no longer randomized, and it was the freest win ever.
Because on that restart, the first turn, you dropped the Vexing Bauble and basically locked out the whole table.
The entire table, yes. 2 of my opponents died without a single permanent in play after 4 turns.
This is the weirdest top 16 game I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And I love it.
The player next to me showed me his hand. He drew for turn, and it was like, okay, pass, and he showed me his hand. If I don't have the Vexing Bauble, I would have never gotten my second turn.
You are the best player in the whole of Europe of 2025. How does it feel?
It's such a good feeling. I'm shaking. I hope you will be on the next event for next year.
Oh, absolutely. Next event. I'm coming for the trophy, man. I'm coming. I'm gonna get it.
But it was so good. You watched the semifinals, right? You went to. You are nearby, and you know the land because I don't record the.
It's the land that makes you put your commander back in hand.
But not the name of the land. So.
Yeah, and I remember you saying at that point, like, I was about to cut this land, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. It's the last thing. I was in Portugal. Extra card, no extra card to the tree. No.
What are your plans now? What's for tonight?
I'm gonna drink this coffee, or finish this coffee, my morning coffee, and then I'm gonna eat this sandwich, and then I'm gonna just hang out, talk to people. This is what I'm gonna do.
I'll find a quiet spot, put on some chill music. I find that helps me relax a lot. Otherwise, you get like into your head and start overthinking the last match. And so
I'm just gonna chill, drink some water, and watch some games.
Go out, have a short walk, clear my mind, get some fresh air.
Some quality time with my wife.
And I see that we're keeping her waiting, so I'm not going to keep you any longer. Again, congratulations, and we'll see each other next year.
Thank you very much.
And that was the end of our Munchen adventure. Well, apart from a little trip on the Deutsche Bahn. It's also the end of our first Smokestack video, and we hope you liked it. If you did, there is a like button. You can always subscribe if you want to see more, and we've got a lot more in store for you. Of course, you'll have to follow me to the next cEDH European Championship, which will be held in Birmingham in February of 2027. We have a long road to Birmingham. I'll be making sure to get myself one of those golden tickets. Other than that, on the next Saturday, for me, not for you, we are having our annual Cube Mus, where a group of friends, we all like to play Cube. This year we will be filming some of that. We're also looking to make good use of our studio, where we're going to be recording a variety of different decks. cEDH, of course. We will be inviting some of the Dutch people you saw in this video to see if they have. On the live stream, some of them were featured, and we were hoping to get their insights on that. And of course, we can have a few games with them. Lastly, but not least, we are looking forward to live streaming options, and then again, the Dutch tournaments will be the first ones that we will be live streaming. So this is all coming up in the new year. Comment down below if you are excited for any of these. If you want to tell us what you liked about this video, what you didn't like. Try to keep it civil, have fun, and good luck.